Good evening, everyone. Alaupa, dear friends. Welcome to Principles of the Bahá'í Faith, episode 8. It's a brand new day, and today we are going to be looking at the principle of the harmony of science and religion. What is harmony of science and religion? Science is science, making discoveries, making inventions. And religion, on the other hand, is teaching people about God. What does it mean to have harmony between these two? We are told by Baha'u'llah that in this dispensation there is need for harmony between science and religion. The principle of the harmony of science and religion is a fundamental teaching of the Bahá'í Faith, and it promotes the idea that both systems of knowledge, spiritual, which comes from religion, and ephemeral, which comes from science, are essential for the advancement of civilization in the world. The harmony of science and religion. Science, religion, there are two different knowledge. One is spiritual, which has to do with religion, and the other is ephemeral, which is science. And here we are being told by Baha'u'llah that both knowledge is essential to the advancement of civilization. What does this mean? We'll take a little time to take a deeper look at this spiritual principle of Baha'u'llah. As Baha'is, we believe that true science and true religion can never be in conflict. Both are considered expressions of truths and must be reconciled, and when apparent contradiction appears, this principle encourages a worldview where religion provides moral and spiritual guidance to man. Science offers tools and methods to understand the physical world around us. So we can see that these two knowledge play a very key role to the advancement of the civilization of the world. Now, one would want to ask, but why does this harmony matter? Why is it necessary that there should be harmony between science and religion? Now, one of the main reasons why it matters is that when there is harmony between science and religion, we are able to avoid superstition and dogma. Religion must be reasonable and open to reinterpretation in light of new scientific discoveries. There are a whole lot of things that religion has taught in the past that needs, a reinterpretation based on new scientific discoveries. Religion needs to understand that. Also, when there is harmony between science and religion, it will help to prevent materialism. Of course, dear friends, I do not need to overstress what materialism is. We are all well familiar with it. We see it within our communities. The desire of people, the desire of human beings to accumulate more than they need, to accumulate wealth more than is needed or is necessary. When there is harmony between science and religion, we would be able to prevent materialism. Science without ethical grounding can lead to misuse of technology and neglect of human rights or human values. Let us take a look at our world or our society today. We see how the world is investing so much. They invest so much into the creation of weapons of war and missiles and bombs and you name it, fighting jets and all that. We are told by Baha'u'llah that science without ethical grounding can't lead to misuse of technology and the neglect of human values. This, of course, we see it playing around in the world today. Secondly, when there is harmony between science and religion, it can promote unity. How is this possible? How can it promote unity? It will encourage dialogue between scientists and religious thinkers to foster cooperation and mutual support. So right now, we are going to take a little moment to look at the practical application of this principle of the harmony of science and religion. First is education. It emphasizes both spiritual development and academic excellence. This is one way of applying the principle of science and religion. Another way is through social progress. Scientific methods are used to address poverty, health, and environmental challenges, guided by spiritual principles just like justice and compassion. Again, another practical way of applying this principle is ethical innovations. Technologies are evaluated not just for their efficiency or how good they are, but for the impact it will have on human dignity and on social well-being or societal well-being. As Baha'is, we know, of course, that Baha'u'llah, who is the founder of the Bahá'í Faith, and Abdul Baha, his son, who is his successor, sole interpreter and center to the covenant of Baha'u'llah, has emphasized that religions must be in conformity with science and reason, otherwise it is superstition. This is the quote of Baha'u'llah, that religion must be in conformity with science and reason, otherwise it will all be superstition. This is what Baha'u'llah has said, dear friends. This quote encapsulates the Baha'i view that faith must evolve with knowledge and that blind belief is not a virtue. Oh, I believe because my father did. Oh, I believe because my mother did. Oh, I'm practicing this faith or I'm practicing this religion because it is hereditary from my parents or from my mother or from my father. Dear friends, these are the words of Baha'u'llah regarding the principle of the harmony of science and religion. And as Baha'is, we know that for now, this is not yet obtainable. But this is the promise of Baha'u'llah, that for mankind to have a civilized society, there needs to be the harmony between science and religion. Thank you very much, dear friends. This is where we come to the end of today's principle of the harmony between science and religions. I must use this opportunity once again to thank all my friends and well-wishers who continue to view my posts and send in private DMs on ways to improve it and even make it more better. Until I see you again on my next episode, have a nice day and bye-bye.